So you want to start a startup that earns you anywhere from $2,000 a month to $10,000 a month. Passive income. And you only want to spend around 10-15 minutes a week keeping the business going. And you can just let it run and it constantly earns you money, sending that money to your bank account. If that sounds good to you, I think that this video is going to be extremely valuable for you. Even if you have a small budget of $10, $20, $50, you're going to know exactly step by step how you can build a cash flow $400, $500 a day business that you don't even need to touch. No lines of code, no tools needed, no intelligence needed. It's very, very simple because I'm going to be going over my playbook that I've used to take 5 apps to over $10,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue. Let's get into it. So step number 1 in the playbook is to find an idea, to know what we're actually going to be building out. And there are 3 main things that I look for when deciding on whether I should do an app idea or not. The first one is this a real problem? The second one is this a problem that people are going to be willing to pay for? And third, are there companies that already do this? Now, a brilliant site that I typically use to find ideas and to verify whether they can make money and if there are pre-existing companies doing the same idea, solving the same problem, is a site called trustmmr.com. Now, what this does is it ranks different startups based off of how much money they earn. So you can see very clearly which apps are working and which apps aren't. For example here, Goji Berry is earning around $156,000 a month, and what it says is it can find and contact high intent leads. We can see here what problem it solves, we can see how it prices it, we can see who it's for, and we can see how much it earns. Now, I'm not saying that you should rip off every single company that you see. I'm saying that when you see an idea and a company that looks good to you, and even better if you faced the same problem before, then it's definitely something you should go for. Great, so now once you have an idea, we move on to stage 2, which most people think is the hardest part, but with my 3-step formula on how exactly you build an app with AI, I think is the easiest part. Hi guys, a quick interruption here. I just wanted to quickly mention that I'm going to start publishing a newsletter every single week, taking what I've learned in the past week, hundreds of hours working and making money building apps with AI, and distilling it into a 1 to 2 minute newsletter. So if that sounds interesting, you can sign up for free down below. All you need to do is just input your email address and you'll start getting newsletters. Unsubscribe whenever you want, but I think it's going to be really, really exciting and I cannot wait to share my tips and tricks with you. Anyway, back to the video. So the first thing that you do is you go into Google Docs and you simply put how the workflow is going to look like for a user. So in my app idea, I just say that the user goes onto the site, he then pastes in his website link, and then what my app does is it shows how well his website ranks with AI. So whether AI mentions it, whether AI can even search it, whether AI even uses it in its sources. It's a really simple app idea. And if you're struggling to describe how you want your workflow to look, then what you can do is you can just go to one of your competitors, for example, and just go into their website, go into their app, and just look at exactly how you as a user would do. So first you'd sign up, then you'd create a AI agent in this example, then you'd do a free trial, and just literally note out exactly how you as a user and your example user would use your app. You really don't need to overthink it. Okay, so step number 2 out of the 3 steps in building our AI app or building whatever app we're building is going to a coding tool such as Cursor or Google AI Studio or Claude Code or Codex or whatever app builder you're using. I really like Cursor, but you can really use whatever you want. I have so many videos and so many different tools, but if you don't know what to use, I recommend using Cursor because you can switch between all these different models, all the best state-of-the-art models. Anyway, now once you're on the AI coding app, all you want to do is take the workflow that we already created in step 1, paste it in, and put at the very top, I want you to build me this app, and maybe a short description of what you want your app to do. And then literally all you have to do is press send, and I can guarantee you in 10 minutes you're going to have a beautiful app. And then we're on to step number 3. But like I said, this is so much easier than it was before. No lines of code written, nothing really. You don't really have to do anything. You just have to wait for this to work. And while we're waiting for the agent to write and to finish everything that it said it's going to have finished, I just wanted to show you that I'm currently on $111 because I've built so many different apps. But we're going to see that making this app is only going to probably be at most $10. I'm guessing $5. Basically not that expensive at all. So I've done a couple of changes, and this is what it looks like right now. You type in the website, and by the way, it only, I was quite right, it only cost around $5, and that's including all the changes. It had cost $2 when it one-shotted it, and it was completely working. All I had to do was add in the API keys for the AI models. Anyway, this is what it looks like currently. You just type in what the app does and the actual domain of your website, components with AI, and then what it does is it then asks 5 different AI models questions about the topic, questions about what is, in this case, correct AI, and it comes back to see how well your page actually ranks with AI. It's really, really useful, and it's a really, really interesting concept. So you're going to see soon that my site doesn't really rank very well, and it's going to give me tips on what I can do better. So here it is. Here it has the AI retrieval likelihood, it has the AI answer presence, it has the AI interpretation quality. So I'm not extremely happy with this. This is very, very simple, very, very nice to start off, but now I'm going to make and implement changes. That is what step number 3 is. Perfect the app before you launch it. So I'll get back to you after I've made all the changes I want, and then we go on to the last and final stage of building and starting to make money with apps, which is, in my opinion, the best part, the most fun part, and the most amazing part. You just need to make the app a little bit better, and then we get fun and we start earning money. Just a quick 5-second piece. I just wanted to say that I've been really enjoying using the ask mode on Cursor. Like I just quickly said what's making me angry about this app. Like I just said that I think it feels really low effort and not at all believable. And then when I send this, I'm going to get back really good feedback with context from my app. Just a quick little tip. Anyway, on to the next segment when I'm done with building the app. Okay guys, so after a few hours of a bit more work, I've finally published my app live, and it's on the How Do I Rank With .ai domain. And there's 2 things I want you to take away from publishing the app. 2 tips that I've learned after thousands of hours of vibe coding, and that is, number 1, you should always ask your AI to create you SEO stuff. If you don't know what SEO is, it basically allows your website to rank higher up in Google and higher up in AI search results. So the way you do this is just ask your AI coding tool, exactly like I asked Cursor, to write you a blog, to write you a docs, and to write you a glossary. Now the second tip, and this is probably even more important, is making it really easy for your user to sign in. So all I did is I said to my AI vibe coding tool, please can you allow sign in through Google and through GitHub. And after you set that up, it literally takes your users 3 seconds to sign in. So you're going to get a lot more users, and it's completely free. Now a bonus tip for you is to also use Vercel and Neon. Now what Vercel is it's a hosting service. So instead of you having to always constantly have your computer on to run the website, what you can do is you can publish it to Vercel for free. And then what it does is it runs your website 24/7. So even when you're asleep, you can just let it run and you can let it bring in you money. Number 2 is using Neon database. Now this is also free. And what this is this is a really simple database for you to save all of your user details. It's free, it's quick, and it's easy to set up. That wasn't sponsored, by the way. None of those things are sponsored, by the way. I just wanted to make it as easy for you to get your app up and running. So you found the idea and you've built the app, you've even published it. Now the next and the final step is to actually market it and get users who can start paying you money. What I've done in every other single one of my apps that have gotten 10, 20,000 users is I always started off with Reddit. And I went to Reddit communities that I thought suited my target audience. So for this one, it would be r/SaaS, or it would be r/side project, because of all these people were interested to see where their side project ranks on AI. And then what I did is I would just go to the top all-time posts, and then what you do is you copy the post. After copying the post, you go to ChatGPT. Once you're on ChatGPT, you paste in a message of a viral post and you just say, rewrite this so it keeps its original virality but changes story and subtly promote your website. This works like a trick because of, as you're going to see, ChatGPT comes back with something that seems really, really funny or really, really interesting. And yeah, like, here we go. And just post this on a bunch of different Reddit communities. Okay, so I've published a couple of posts on Reddit, and yeah, I got 383 views on this one. Another post where I got 1.3 thousand views, and I've gotten around 42 searches already. And I think, yeah, so we have around 12 users already. So yeah, like it's really cool, and Reddit really does work well. So if you guys want me to do another video where I go about how to actually monetize these apps, how to actually start taking in payments and the best methods to do that, let me know in the comments down below. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.